Norm Day had big problems. The engine blew just past the finish line. The car caught on fire. The fire built in intensity until Day was forced to turn it sideways to try to scrub off some speed. He accidentally got it off of the racetrack. The car rolled 360 degrees. Now, the roof hit very hard, and that probably disabled the escape hatch NHRA requires.
As we look again from another camera viewpoint, Day's burning car slid off the racetrack, overturning in the grass. The car made one complete roll and came to rest on 4 wheels, making it easier for the emergency crews to get inside the burning car and get Day out of the inferno.
Really good. Top end of the racetrack. It's going to be Shane Westerfield. Well, boy, and Shane's on the wall down there. So again, folks, just hang tight down there as the safety safari is responding down to the front of the racetrack. So please stay where you're at. Well, they will give me an update as soon as we have that up here. I'm being told that Doug Gordon is out of the car down there, ladies and gentlemen. You see that on the Sunoco vision. So, wow, great news.
Many consider this crash the worst in drag racing history. The driver is Jerry Caminito, and at 280 miles an hour, his Blue Thunder Nitro funny car crashes head-on into the guard wall. How anyone could possibly live through that impact is a mystery. When the roll cage finally comes to a stop, you can see the driver's legs hanging out.
In this sport of drag racing are an extreme rarity.
We've seen some bad ones. That's a bad one, Steve, especially when 2 drivers are involved. And Collins was broadsided. He didn't even know what happened, but Cullen knew he was out of shape, I'm sure.
The only thing that could have made this incident any worse had it happened at higher speed.
McCullough's car immediately went into tire shake, and I believe he lost vision. And at that time, it was too late. He was already across the track into Collins' lane, and I don't have to tell you what happened there. They both collided, and pieces went everywhere.
And here's an incredible moment when the fuel tank is shredded on the guardrail post, and the other driver slides through that fire. What must have been going through their minds?
It actually sheared the whole front of the car off, catching the fuel tank at all. Boy, you don't see him like this every day.
And the grinding sensation for John Collins as he slides upside down in his virtually totaled race car.
Notice the fuel pouring out of Collins.
Doug Gordon towards the right side wall, keeps the hammer down, tags the wall, across the track, left side on his lid. Doug Gordon sliding, body comes off, parachutes out like Raymond Beadle years ago. Wow. Doug Gordon. Dennis Taylor, that car made a move towards the right side wall. Doug trying to keep it off the wall, went across the track, and the safety safari is weaved together. Andy Boll all over the racetrack. Andy Boll, hard contact, left side wall. Andy Boll on his lid, back on 4 wheels, and Andy Boll is on a wild ride. Oh my goodness. The car comes to a stop on the left side of the racetrack on the top end. Annie Whiteley onward, but Andy Boll is on the track. Sparks coming out, and the NHRA Safety Safari is rolling. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, that was just huge contact with the left side wall. You see over on the right side of the screen, Andy Boll out of the car, walking away in his safety.
And qualified on the pole. Don, what went wrong?
Steve, now you understand how fast those cars accelerate and the tremendous speed they're going there. He lost the car. The car got away from him, and he hung with it a little bit too long, and now the throttle's stuck with all the tremendous damage on the first blow.
It is charging under power across the racetrack. Hits this rail harder than the first one.
It's one of the worst accidents I've ever seen.
Look at the shot here the roll cage takes. Oh, to survive that.
But Steve, the rear tires, those big Goodyear tires, are taking a lot of the cushion in the roll of the car.
You know, I had a chance after the incident to look at Tim Gross's fire suit. And remember, it's 5 layers thick. The guardrail just above the knee had cut through all 5 layers on both legs and didn't even break the skin.
And we're only talking, he hadn't even run an eighth of a mile down the course yet, and look at the damage that occurred.
The Citgo Cajun Nationals in Baton Rouge here at State Capitol Dragway. Sherman's car slowly veered to the right, out of the racing lane, into the marbles, the loose rubbers. There it lost traction. It headed to the left. Sherman trying to regain control, but it is not to be. He appears to have come very close to the wall, maybe have brushed it. Suddenly a right turn, throttle wide open into the rail. The body exits the machine, the parachute lines acting like an umbilical cord to the chassis as Sherman tumbles down the racetrack. From yet another angle, R.C. Sherman on the right side of your screen. Losing traction, billowing tire smoke, trying to control the car right there. The body touches the guardrail. It shifts and holds the throttle wide open.